Okay, hello everybody. So look, this right here was sparked from the Ring of Fire. Okay, I suggest you go subscribe to him, to Farron Cousins Ring of Fire, or his other channel, Farron Balance. So go check those out. I listen to him. Don't agree with every iota of thing that he says, but by and large, same team. We can be there. So listen. Biden has Democratic and maybe an independent challenger. People are blind right now. People are in the fog. People are actually in a dark room, no light, no sound, but they are racked with their belief. They are racked with their fear, and they have no idea of what direction to take, and they're all waiting to be told where to go. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, that's how all of the politicians view you. They don't wonder if you're there. They know that you're there. So much so that they don't listen to what you say. They just go to Capitol Hill or do something in their state or their county and make a rule, and you have to deal with it. And if you're mad, you're mad. I don't know if you noticed that, but that's how it worked. You don't have the power. They took it. Not that you just it is not like they overthrew you. You just don't use your power. You just don't use it. You just hope they do things for you without saying anything, and then you protest and get nothing. So you don't know what's going on. You don't know how it's going on. So you go to these political areas and you listen, and you hope that they tell you what's going on, how you can help in a way that doesn't take you out of your way. I'm not driving across town to get some arbitrary fries when we're just close to this store here. Although these fries suck, it's closer and they're a little cheaper. So what has Farron done that I'm going to disagree with here on the Ring of Fire? This one is titled "Financial Backers of Biden's Democratic Challenger Demand Their Donations Back." Doesn't even tell you who the challenger is. You have to listen. Cool. Fine. If that's what the point is, fine. But does he put over the challenger? No. The challenger is Dean Phillips. That's the challenger, Dean Phillips. And not one point does Farron go over what Dean Phillips is about. Now, here's my issue with Farron. He's about democracy. He is about change, improving one's life, letting people know what the options are. And he didn't do that here. Now, yeah, you can go research Dean Phillips, but you're listening to this, to Farron. Now, I didn't do any research on Dean Phillips. Not the guy I'm going to go with. But Democrat, a little progressive here and there, but, pretty much Biden with enthusiasm, from what I have heard. What my issue is that you need to all know, this is important for those that made it this far. This is not the general. The backers were angry, saying that you're basically going to hurt Biden. No, everyone, listen to me. This is not the general runoff. The general is the final coup de grace, okay? That's what the general is. The general is your party leaders against each other. That's it. Whoever wins, wins. Whoever gets the most votes, that's president. That's the general. We are in a primary. Understand, okay? Back out of your belief, back out of your anger, back out of all this guy. No. Just chill. And just hear this, because I'm going to spit the absolute truth, nothing less. You are in the primary. This means you are trying to see who the best one to represent for those in this area, the Democratic Party. You're trying to see who you want to represent the Democratic Party in the general. This isn't splitting the vote. This is nowhere close to splitting the vote. You can't. You cannot split the vote here. If you think that this is where you split the vote, you are wrong, because they say, look, you're taking votes from Biden. That means, and you already know it because how you've been presented to it, Trump is going to win. No, that's the general election. That's what that is. That's the general. This is before that. So this is, you've got some other competitors. Cenk Uygur's in there. Marianne Williamson. Okay. Hey, look them up. Research them. Do what you can. You can go to their wiki website. You can go to their political.gov site. You can look at their platforms. All right. I think those are the best things you can do. And then you choose at this moment, and it can change by week or by month, who you think you want to vote for the primary. This is the opening tournament. This is the bracket of the tournament. Okay, division. This is Division A. Okay, who's going to win this tournament and then go on to represent this Democratic Party against the Republicans? That's what this is. And by not mentioning who this candidate is, it kills a bit of the democracy that allegedly he's representing. You're a podcaster, you represent democracy. Don't bury someone that's in the Democratic primary, whether it's on the Democratic side or the Republican side. It's still a democracy. If that's what you're espousing, please say who it is and then move on. But the Democrat side will tell you who's running in the Republican side, on the Republican side, because they want you to know who your enemies are. So I wouldn't have to bring that up. You're going to hear that all day, every day for months. But you already know Trump is going to win. They've already programmed the audience for that. They haven't programmed you who's going to win on the Democratic side, but they're not going to tell you who's on the Democratic side. And while they tell you, hey, we need better than Biden because this guy is not doing everything correct, even though we've gotten some good things and some great things compared to how it was a while ago. It's just he's not good, but we're not going to tell you who can possibly replace him. We don't want him, but we're not going to tell you who's better than him so that we can get him and be mad that he's doing the things that he's doing when we get mad. That just don't make sense. It really don't. So I want you all to just sit back, relax, chill, and understand that this is the primary. You've got about 5 candidates. This is what you call true democracy. We are not happy with this Democratic person, this president. Done some good things. Done a few little great things that we can't really see, but is helping. But not necessarily being that talkative messenger that let us know where we are and what we can actually do other than give money to get his stuff instead of our stuff. We need somebody else in there. I know who I'm going to support. I know, and I'm not exactly a fan of this person, but I'm familiar with this person. And I really do think he can get the job done unapologetically and usher in some things that we've actually needed 40 years ago. So I'm just saying, Dean Phillips, look him up. He might be your guy. He might not. Look up Marianne Williamson and anyone else. There might be some people running that hasn't even been put up on the list yet. But this is not the general. This is not the kit and caboodle for next year in November. This right here is simply going to narrow it down. Who do you choose? Who goes in that slot? If it's not Biden, it's going to be somebody. And at the end of the day, we all know how people vote, through fear and anger. So you'll vote blue no matter who. That's what you'll do. We know that. Don't act like you're not going to do it. What your goal is to vote for the blue that you like to vote for in that general. This is your chance. This is your chance. Use your power. One of the most free will things you can do is choose who you want to vote for. Whether that person make it to the general or not, well, democracy, right? But at least you did your part for the one you want for you, not out of fear, not out of supposed to, not out of the easy win, but what you do for your own conscience. I think that's the best thing. So I hope you learn something, take a chill pill, and know this is just a primary, not a general. This is just seeing who you want right there in the front. So with that said, thank you for listening.